Hi everyone, I wanted to talk about planet Neptune in this video and some of its important characteristics and attributes. I want to take you on an exciting journey to understand our distant world. Neptune is the eighth planet in our solar system, making it the most wanderer. It's a Greek word for planet. When you observe the planet using telescope, you will witness a vivid bright blue ball. This is because there is methane in higher atmosphere absorbing the sun's red and infrared, reflecting back the blue spectrum back into space. Therefore, Neptune appears blue to you. A fun fact here: Neptune is the coldest planet in our solar system. At the top of the clouds, the temperature can dip down to 51.7 Kelvin or negative 225 degrees Celsius. That is almost 3 times the coldest temperature ever recorded here on Earth, which means that an unprotected human being would flash freeze in a second. As you go down the Neptune's atmosphere, which is about 600 miles down, the planet will have smashing jet streams. Deeper you travel, the warmness of the planet increases by threefold. Deep below the atmosphere, pressure will crush and decimate any object. There is water and possibly deeper ocean with swirling liquid. This swirling liquid traps the internal heat from leaving the planet. Internal heat comes from early formation of the planet Neptune. Intense heat and pressure inside methane-rich mantle creating another interesting effect. Methane is made up of carbon and hydrogen. Pressure being extremely intense, methane basically breaks up. When carbon is pressed so hard, diamond will be produced. Astronomers believe there could be diamond raining inside the Neptune's liquid ocean. In Earth, winds are driven by sun's energy. Neptune is so far and receives very little energy from sun. However, it has the fastest winds in our solar systems. Storms are huge. It was spotted by Voyager 2 when it had a flyby in 1989. And it also observed a great dark spot in the southern hemisphere. The discovery was an incredible large rotating storm inside with the winds up to 2,400 kilometers per hour, the strongest wind recorded on any planet. It is still a mystery, being far from sun, such a wind speed. In 1994, when we observed using Hubble telescope, the great dark spot had disappeared. However, there are different dark spots had appeared in northern hemisphere. Neptune took shape when the rest of the solar system formed about 4.5 billion years ago, where gravity pulled swirling gas molecules and planetesimals, becoming an icy giant, like its neighbor Uranus. Both planets may have formed closer to the Sun and moved to the outer solar system. More than 80% of the planet's mass is made up of hot, dense fluid of icy materials: water, methane, and ammonia. Also, there's a small rocky core. Scientists think there might be an ocean, super hot water, Neptune's cold clouds. It does not boil away because incredibly high pressure keeps it locked inside. There is no way you could stand on the surface of Neptune without just sinking in. However, if you could stand on the surface, you would notice something amazing. The force of gravity pulling you down is almost same as the force of gravity you feel walking here on Earth. The gravity of Neptune is only 17% stronger than Earth's gravity. Upper atmosphere of mostly of hydrogen, helium, and just a little bit of Neptune. Neptune is known as a windiest world. Despite its great distance, low energy input from sun, it has wind speed of over 2,000 kilometers per hour. In Earth, The maximum recorded is close to 400 kilometers per hour. Magnetosphere. Neptune's magnetic field is tipped over about 47 degrees compared to planet's rotational axis. The planet undergoes wild variation during each rotation because of this misalignment. The magnetic field of Neptune is about 27 times more powerful than that of Earth. Neptune is an icy giant. If we were a large apple, Neptune would be the size of a basketball. Neptune orbits our Sun roughly about 2.8 billion miles or 4.5 billion kilometers. Neptune has 14 known moons, which are named after sea gods and nymphs in Greek mythology. Neptune has at least 5 main rings. 4 more rings are arc-shaped, which are clumps of dust and debris likely formed by the gravity of nearby moon. It is a lifeless planet, cannot support any life that we know of. One more cool fact: because of dwarf planet Pluto's elliptical orbit, Pluto is sometimes closer to the Sun and us than Neptune is. The discovery of Neptune is still a controversy. The first person to have seen Neptune was likely Galileo, who marked it as a star in one of his drawings. Therefore, he is not credited with the discovery. The credit may go to 2 other scientists. One is Urbain Le Verrier, Frenchman, who is specialized in celestial mechanics and is best known for predicting the existence and position of Neptune using only mathematics. The other is John Couch Adams, English mathematician, who predicted that new planet known as Planet X would be discovered in a specific region of the sky using mathematics. The one who actually saw was Johann Gottfried Galle, a German astronomer who actually sighted it in 1846. However, the English and French astronomers battled over who made the discovery first, and there are still defenders of each claim on this day. Today, the consensus among astronomers is that Le Verrier and Adams deserve equal credit for the discovery. Triton. Voyager 2 observed that this frozen world is spewing nitrogen ice and dust particles out from below its surface. Some fun facts. Triton is the largest of the 14 moons in Neptunian world. Only large moon in our solar system that orbits in the opposite direction of the planet's rotation, also known as retrograde orbit. It is tidally locked, similar to our own moon. Triton is locked in a synchronous rotation with Neptune. One side always faces the planet. Because of its unusual orbital inclination, both polar regions take turns facing the Sun. Scientists believe that Triton is a Kuiper Belt object captured by Neptune's gravity millions of years ago. It shares many similarities with Pluto, the best known world of Kuiper Belt. Triton's thin atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen, with small amount of methane. The atmosphere most likely originates from volcanic activities, which is driven by seasonal heating by Sun. Triton, Io, Jupiter's moon, planet Venus, beside Earth, are the only known volcanically active at present time in solar system. Voyager 2 swing by Triton was able to measure the temperature, which was negative 235 degrees Celsius. During this, Voyager 2 also detected geysers, making it one of the few geologically active moons in our solar system. Earth, you could put 57 into Neptune and still there will be little left over. Basically 4 times larger than Earth's diameter. Average distance Neptune orbits the parent star is about 4.5 billion kilometers compared to 150 million kilometers for Earth. An astronomical unit is basically the distance between Earth and Sun, which is about 115 million kilometers. Therefore, the distance between Sun and Neptune is about 30 astronomical units. A day in Neptune is only 16 hours. Light takes 4 hours, 1 minute, and 37 seconds to reach from Neptune to our eyes. Similarly, a sunlight takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for us to observe. About 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system formed. Sun ignited itself from the disk of gas and dust. First to start were the rocky planets, were the first to grow because of the planetesimals. These are the small solid objects thought to exist in protoplanetary disks and debris disks. The formation of inner planet is limited because of the gases. As sun ignited, the heat blasted lighter gas molecules beyond a point which astronomers call the frost line, where the atmosphere is cool enough for gases, molecules like hydrogen and helium to stabilize. Jupiter and Saturn are the two giants started to take shape first, sweeping out abundant gas to become gas giant. These two planets, more than 80% of it is hydrogen and helium. Neptune and Uranus are different because they have only 20% of hydrogen and helium. It took a long time for astronomers to figure out how Uranus and Neptune grow to its current size. Many astronomers suspected that Uranus and Neptune came later and not much gas is left to be swept. Neptune orbit is so fast, it has less planetesimals to absorb in the path. Therefore, astronomers believe that all these giant planets may have been closer in the beginning. The study predicts that Neptune was the seventh planet before being pushed away by 2-to-1 resonance of Jupiter and Saturn. These two giants danced and flung Neptune out beyond Uranus. As Neptune started to its current path, many of the debris were absorbed, pushed debris ahead of it, and many towards interplanetary and Sun. This may have caused the birth of Kuiper Belt, where there are so many icy bodies that fail to become planets and moons. Also, when Neptune started its new orbital route about 500 million years after the birth of the solar system, there was chaos known as heavy bombardment. Kuiper Belt objects are rich in water and organic molecules, which are the basis for life. Neptune may have been the solar system's delivery body. This is important. It may have sent organic molecules and microbial to Earth, known as panspermia. It definitely helped to bring water to Earth and neighboring planets and moon. Astronomers believe one of the icy planets may have sacrificed itself and saved Earth from collision course with planet Venus. The icy planet may have prevented Jupiter migrating into inner orbit, in the process being ejected by the big bully Jupiter. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe and click the bell icon. Feel free to leave a comment below. I will see you in the next video.